We are going to discuss the investigation and the Bitcoin target in this video. That is happening with the SEC following their egregious error. Somebody has to be dismissed. I will demonstrate it for you. We're going to discuss what Twitter said because, as they stated, they investigated the account. And they said it was hacked. Gary Heiner is going to have to testify on this, therefore, we will be discussing him. He is being asked to testify by Congress. This poor guy is just getting pummeled left and right on this. He deserves it, so let's speak about Grayscale, the intriguing addition they recently made, and an XRP. $16.31, that's accurate. That's what you were witnessing, so let's get right in with Bitcoin while we're still. This is a red area. The value is down 3.59%. It's up 3.14% over the last 24 hours to $4,940, but it's down 1.4% over the last hour. The USDT and USDC are both coming in at their dollar passes, and XRPs are mean lean 56 cents, that's correct. The overall cryptocurrency market capitalization is 56 cents. 71 trillion at this time on my Discord yesterday. If you're not a Discord member, pay attention. It's free, move on. I'm there all the time, why aren't you there? Come on in, let's converse, and have some fun. Hear me out, I stated this. There is no doubt in my mind that yesterday in my Discord, if XRP was going to witness a nuclear explosion down into the upper 30-cent range, for whatever ludicrous reason, I am throwing all I have into it. XRP is going to reach its all-time high, which we'll call $3 for the sake of simplicity. For even more simplicity, we're going to call it 40 cents. If we look at where XRP will go if we breach the upper 30 objectives, we're looking at a 7x, and I simply feel it's the beginning. That's the lowest possible return on this, it's not monetary. Counsel, since I am aware that I am a 7x, I would prefer not to hear it in the comments. No issue, if you invest $100,000 in it and we reach those goals and record highs, let's just save for enjoyment. You just made $70,000, so that's not too bad. However, you're probably thinking, Rip, let's be honest, here the majority of we're not going to be investing $100,000 in this. I agree with you. Listen. I also don't have $100,000 to invest in this. Assume that adding $1,000 to the initial $5,000 makes it $7,000. For me, it looks like a victory. 10,000 grows to 70,000, which, if you have 2 automobiles for the family, could cover 2 car payments, am I right? I have no idea what to search for. I'm not predicting that we'll reach our 30s. Just in case something really out of the ordinary occurs. This is my message to you, don't shoot the messenger. I need you to be ready within the next 3 months. True to mythical pride, tiers have sold even more since this morning as a result of public awareness of and confidence in my idea. They have faith in our direction and the announcement's ability to permanently alter the NFL game. I predicted that Lux Lawns would be the biggest project on the XRP ledger at the beginning of the month on January 1st. I merely want to state that it's a prediction for 2024 and that it will come to pass. Since I am aware of the announcement, and I am aware of what is about to happen, I strongly advise you to research the project, obtain as many NFTs as you can without being able to provide financial advice, and wait for me to compile all the information and assemble everything to have it distributed to all of the world's leading news and media sources. You will receive a 30% return in XRP. That's not so bad every single month, is it? Remain calm and retain your XRP. I'm not interested in there is a credit card included. We are the only project on the XRP, I think, ledger that takes credit cards. In fact, we've been taking credit cards for the past 11 months since the introduction of the new line, or, more accurately, the new generation of cards. People, consider that. Be not foolish. Be rational. Take off your blinders. Among these other initiatives that yield no results, the 3 most bullish charts focus on people who are simple to remember. You know what I'm about to tell you. The number we are examining is as follows. Profits once more. Scalp some profits if we drop below this for an extremely easy way out. Jot it down and commit it to memory. Investigation. Folks, after completing their investigation, Twitter discovered that the SEC government account was infiltrated when a hacker obtained the phone number and that two-factor authentication was not activated on the account. That chair is what's amusing. It's embarrassing that the biggest regulator in the world doesn't have his rudimentary security safeguards in place, as Gary Gensler pointed out in a piece from only last year. Gary Gensler, since you didn't do something to your account, keep in mind to use strong passwords, enable multi-factor authentication, and keep account alerts switched on. Additionally, find out what the government's requirements are. I believe it has been 180 days since 2021, which is, say, within 180 days of the decree being signed in 2021. Don't you think that two-factor authentication is a legal necessity for all U.S. government accounts and government agencies? Twitter released they can verify there that two-factor authentication was not turned on for the account at the time. This is a law that was compromised during Wendy's account. Every government agency is required by law to have two-factor authentication enabled. Who at the SEC will be held accountable for this, and who will be fired for it? This is anticipated to be most likely not Gary. Most likely, they will toss the burn. The burning in on a meager in turn. There is a need to hold someone responsible. Have a look at this, it's rather humorous. Oh my God, the SEC government isn't employing any security measures. Is there anyone interested in taking over the account? You honestly can't make this up, but here's what their email looks like. Gary Gensler has been contacted by Congress to explain yesterday's hack and the Bitcoin ETF tweet. The U.S. Senate is moving in the right direction. Gary, get up there and give him the complete. The world is curious as to how your Twitter feed was hacked and why two-factor authentication wasn't turned on. Can you tell everyone what that means? All of us will have to wait. Eventually, since you neglected to safeguard your account, almost 90 million worth of Bitcoin long and short positions were liquidated. To me, an investigation suggests that we should organize and file a lawsuit against the SEC, since 90 million people were wiped out. This indicates that because the SEC failed to carry out its duty of protecting investors, people lost money and were harmed. It is their responsibility to safeguard investors. A 10-year-old is capable of. People's most recent large-scale update. Grayscale has 9.4 million worth of XLM in trust. You may now proceed. That's when you may view holdings on December 14th. You can view all of this information in Grayscale, per share, market price per share, and assets per share. Understands what's going on, my apologies, and my tickers are off, but we're going to dig into that more in detail because this is fascinating. These are enjoyable to read. Intriguing tweets. People, you never know what will happen, but you know reading these can occasionally help you relax. Your thoughts are racing, and you're going to start thinking about these other tweets that are currently public. It says there that my money is at the XRP ETF will not be permitted, but Ethereum and Bitcoin will be allowed because of their propensity to decline and burn with Tether when it crashes, effectively crushing it. When this occurs, what is the remedy? You were using XRP to back digital currency issued by the central bank. I don't want to combine them in one pot. Interesting until it gets real, but what do we see here? My man from Uphold, Dr. Martin, goes the first 21 shares of Ripple XRP are used in the ETP demonstration. The ETP is now trading at $163.31. It makes you happy to see this. This appears to be an exchange-traded item that you enjoy seeing. As of January 8th, which was 2 days ago, there will be a 1631 XRP ETF. It is lucid. There is an institutional demand for it in the US, and we will get that. Now the question is, how much higher will the price of XRP rise as institutional funds begin to purchase all that exquisite and gorgeous XRP is available for purchase?